Hello everybody, I'm very happy to be with you today. My name is Alaa El-Mansy. I'm a certified English teacher. I've been teaching English for more than 23 years. Today's session will be very helpful, especially for American diploma students on their SAT, ACT, and EST exam. So let's start. Shorter is better. What do you mean by shorter is better? And when it is used on your SAT, ACT, and EST exam, okay? This is what we will know after our session today, which talks about redundancy and how to be very concise and to the point. So let's start. Hello everybody, our lesson today is very simple and very easy, which is concision and redundancy. What do you mean by concision and redundancy? Let's see first and then move to our exams and our questions which comes so often on the SAT, ACT, and EST exams. What do you mean by concision? Concision comes from the word concise, which means brief or using few words. Good writing is usually as concise and clear as possible with no needless words. Don't repeat yourself. Don't use needless words. You have to be very concise. Besides being grammatically correct, the correct answers on the writing and language test are usually the clearest and often the shortest of the answer choices. For example, when I say, whoever comes up with the plan that is the best will get a bonus. It's to the point. But when I say, whoever comes up with the plan to be considered the best will get a bonus. Number 3, whoever comes up with the plan that is better than the others will get a bonus. Which one is very concise and to the point? Of course, the first one. Whoever comes up with the plan that is best will get a bonus. It is very concise, to the point, grammatically correct, and very clear, so it is the right one. You got it? Let's move to the exam questions. Okay, so let's see our exam questions, okay, that come so often on your SAT, ACT, and EST exams. So when I say the pattern box observed in 2012 may repeat itself again with harmful effects on the aquatic ecosystem. Okay, let's see that choices first. A, itself again. B, itself only. C, itself with damage, and D, itself possibly. Okay, if you pay attention, you can see that repeat and again. Can I say repeat and again? You know, some people are committing a great mistake by saying repeat it again. Like, for example, can I say to my students, repeat it again? Repeat it again? No, I can't say repeat it without again. I can say it again, but I can't say repeat it again, because re means again. Repeat means again. So I can't use repeat and again in one sentence. So I cannot say repeat it again. So A is wrong. Can I say repeat itself with damage and harmful effects? The same meaning. Redundancy. Damage, harmful effects. Okay, so this is redundancy. You repeat words with the same meaning. Wrong. Can I say repeat itself? Possibly, maybe, but pay attention. Here is possibly and here may. Can I say may and possibly in one sentence? Again, it's redundancy because I can't use may and possibly in one sentence. So what is the most concise, the clearest, okay, and the shortest? And which one is grammatically correct? Of course, the answer is B. It is the shortest, the clearest, the one to the point, and the one which gives the meaning without repeating needless words. So the answer is B. Got it? Thank you. Okay, let's move to another question, which is very easy. Okay, I'm talking about, indeed, many Italian coffee enthusiasts agree that there is only one correct way to make coffee. There is only one correct way to make coffee. Okay? Can I say correct, or correct and the proper, or C, properly correct, or D, appropriate and the correct? Of course, the answer is A. No change. Why? Because if you say correct and proper, redundancy, the same meaning. Can I say properly correct? Because proper is correct. How can I say properly correct? Of course it is not correct. Can I say appropriate and correct? Again, two words with the same meaning. Okay, redundancy. I can't say appropriate and correct. So the right answer is, there is only one correct way, the shortest, the clearest, the most concise. Thank you. The next one. Continuing on, the north requires more fuel and carries an even greater risk of mortality if birds continue on. Okay? Did you notice something? Of course. Continuing on, continue on. Here you repeat words again. Wrong. Okay? Stop using needless words. You have to be very concise and to the point and very clear. So A is wrong. What about B? Can I say, and carries an even greater risk of mortality if they keep going? What's the meaning of keep going? Continue on. So again here, keep going and continue on. Redundancy. I'm sorry, not the right answer. Okay, what about C? Can I say, and carries an even greater risk of mortality and death? Mortality and death. Can I say smoking leads to mortality and death? Smoking leads to mortality and death. Is it correct? Of course not. Of course smoking leads to death, or smoking leads to mortality. I can use only one word, either death or mortality, but I can't use death and mortality. Again, you are making a redundancy here. Death is mortality. How can I say smoking leads to death and mortality? Of course not. I'm talking about death and mortality. But of course, smoking leads to death or smoking leads to mortality. Either or. Mortality or death. So they are the same meaning. Mortality is death? Of course not. But can I say mortality only? Yes. And it carries an even greater risk of mortality. That's it. The most concise, the clearest, and the shortest. Got it? Thank you. Let's move to another question, which says what? Says, when a plant in Seattle, Washington was redesigned for more natural light, the company was able to enjoy annual electricity cost reduction of $500,000 each year. Okay? Did you see something? Annual. What do you mean by annual? Annual means happening each year. So can I say annual electricity cost reduction of $5,100 each year? Of course not, because annual means something that happens every year or each year. So you are making a redundancy, because annual means each year. Okay, so I will remove each year and use every year. Is it correct? Each year. You replace each year with every year. So what is the difference? It's again, you are making a redundancy. They are the same meaning. Of course not. Okay. My answer is C, per year. Per year? Per year means what? Means every year and each year they are the same. So you are repeating yourself again. So, of course not. So my answer is to delete the underlined portion and end the sentence with a period. Because you know, it's needless to say each year, every year, per year, because I'm saying annual electricity cost reduction. This means that happens every year. So it's needless to say each year, every year, or per year, remove or delete the underlined portion and end the sentence with a period. Got it? Thank you very much. Okay, let's come to our last example concerning redundancy and concision. Berland began a years-long process of drilling out small amounts of soil from under the tower. Okay, that took several years to complete. I'm talking about the process. It's years long. Can I repeat myself again by saying that it took several years to complete? It's already years long. It's mentioned before. So can I say years long process that took several years to complete? Years long, several years to complete? Of course not. I'm repeating myself. I'm making redundancy. Long, years long process means that it took several years to complete. So it's needless to say it. Okay, so I'll be taken B. Taken several years to complete. Is there a difference? It's the same. That took him several years to complete. It's the same. So your answer is to delete the underlined portion, because you know it's needless to say any of the three answers B, C, A, B, C, because you know you are repeating yourself again. You are making a redundancy because you say that he began a years long process. You describe the process that it's years long process. This means that it took several years to complete, so you can repeat yourself again. Very easy. Thank you very much. Okay, at the end of our session, I hope that you understood well. I hope that my session was very helpful to you. And please don't forget to like my channel, share and subscribe. Thank you very much. See you again.